Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of Nosy Neopians. It's Willow here.
And Ivy.
And we're here to bring you another episode filled with lots of fun things.
Yeah, welcome to our June 1st episode. And as always, thank you for your feedback on previous episodes. We really, truly appreciate it.
We do. Keep leaving those comments down below. We love to read them. We do read them all. If you missed last month's episode, we did interview TNT Stone. They were so appreciative of your kind comments.
Yeah, TNT Stone is super amazing. And so is the TNT member we are about to interview here on this episode.
Oh, nice little teaser. Yes, our interview this month will be a lot of fun, so keep listening.
Yeah, okay, so how do we all feel about this last month on Neopets?
A lot of great things happened in the month of May for Neopets, yeah.
Truly. Can we start with how much I love the new Elderly Rock?
Oh my gosh, of course you would bring up the new releases for Tyrannian Day. Yes. Well, it's not just the rock. There were 4 new pets released for Tyrannian Day. It was the Rainbow Reptilier, I think that's how you say it. Purple Grusslin, Elderly Rock.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and Tyrannian Schnelly? Schnelly? Is that what we're going to call it? Okay. All of them are amazing, but the Elderly Rock was definitely a fan favorite. You guys know that we run the Neopet social medias, and I did like a little slider poll on Instagram, and Elderly Rock was everyone's favorite, we asked. So
I believe that for sure. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, the Elderly Rock is actually a diamond. It's really, really cool, and it has a like subtle face on it, you know, like all the rocks have.
I saw that. I saw a lot of people realize for the first time that the rock pets had faces on them. So I thought that was funny. It took me
like a day later to realize that the diamond had it. Like when I first saw it, I didn't realize it.
It's subtle, but I love it.
Yeah,
it's cute.
I love it. They did a good job.
Yeah, I feel bad for the other pets that were released, but I think truly they simply don't compare.
Nope. Not at all. Unless they're Tyrannian.
Right, of course. Anyway. Yeah, so another thing that's gone on in the past month that we saw some really great responses to were the NC Mall Overstock Cleanout sale. There were, I think, 10 really great items that were on sale that were super popular, and they found them in the NC Mall back room, so they were able to put them on sale.
Yeah, I might have snagged a couple for myself.
I did too.
I never thought I would own some of these items, to be honest, ever.
I know, it was really nice that people were able to get access to these, especially since they're so cute and they were so high valued. I specifically picked up Flushed Blush for pretty much almost every single one of my pets.
Your pets look so cute.
They do. They're all flushed and blushed.
Flushed and blushed. Okay, so Altador Cup season has also started on the site since we talked to you all last.
Yeah, by the time that you guys are listening to this, press tours should have come out, and now I think it should be time for signups.
And you probably saw that we released a little bit of information about how we are on track for the Altador Cup this year and how the users get a fresh start as well. And yeah, that's exactly as it sounds. Your fresh start basically eliminates anything that might have happened in the past. So yeah, speaking of sign up starting, if you're looking for inspiration on what team to sign up for, you should definitely sign up for Team Tyrannia. And
I think you mean Terra Mountain.
No. As you guys might have guessed, Willow and I are part of the staff tournament this year for the first time. And we are super excited. I don't think it's a shock to anyone that I'm, on Team Tyrannia. It's definitely, it's my favorite.
We know. And I'm really excited to be a part of Terra Mountain this year. I'm a huge fan.
You are a terror.
Ha, funny. That's not on the script, Ivy. Try again.
My bad.
I'm a huge fan of the holiday season, so a land that's known for the advent calendar is a perfect fit for me, and not to mention slushies, of course.
Yes. We're just super excited. And I'm super competitive of a person, so yeah, let's go all out. We're going to do this.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was on TNT last year for Altador Cup, but I was not a part of the staff tournament, so I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. But yeah, make sure you guys put Willow and Ivy on your teams. Will be your star players, hopefully.
I really hope that my family understands that I won't be available at all this month.
I also hope that our bosses understand that we will be absolutely
Yes.
inundated with UU Ball and all the other games, and basically until further notice.
Whoops. And honestly, hopefully our friendship survives Altador Cup season. We are both very passionate about stuff like this. So,
Well,
yeah.
Ivy, are you ready for it?
Willow, I knew you were trouble.
But Ivy, we don't want to have any bad blood between us.
There's no bad blood. There's only mad love. Anyways, you can speak now or forever hold your peace.
Well, I think the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now.
Oh man, this is going to be a really treacherous Altador Cup, isn't it?
Anyway, enjoy that tangent that we, didn't prepare in advance or anything.
No, yeah, totally.
Anyway, another fun thing coming up this month. Our Neopets official cookbook is about to officially be released.
Woo!
Yeah, the official release date is June 13th. So has everybody pre-ordered?
Yeah, I know we've talked about it before, but it's right around the corner now. It's exciting.
I'm so excited. If you didn't catch it last month, the editor and author of the cookbook, co-author, I believe, Erin Pascal, she did an AMA on Reddit and Ask Me Anything, where she answered questions about the recipes and what inspired her with the book and so much more.
Yeah, we adore Erin. She's so great. She did such a great job.
Yeah, she's amazing. We will make sure to link the AMA down in the description of this video and of the podcast if you guys are listening on Spotify, if you want to read through it.
Yeah, and I know I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm a terrible cook, but I'm still really excited to try some of these recipes out. They look phenomenal. Yeah, like Erin mentioned, they can also be modified in different ways, such as if you're a vegan or vegetarian, etc.
Love that. Yeah, you guys asked a lot of really awesome questions, and I know she was so excited to answer them. We were talking to her that day, and she was just so happy, and it was a really great time.
Okay, and yeah, since it's officially June now, that means that next month is Comic-Con. Wow, that flew by.
Yeah, I can't believe it's next month. I can't wait to see Ivy and the rest of the TNT friends that I've made. It's really been so long. Haven't seen everybody since New York Comic-Con last October, so it's been coming up on a year.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And as you guys know, we live across the country from each other, so...
Right, we
really
need
cool
this reunion. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yes. We've gotten a lot of questions about Comic-Con in general, especially our booth and the after party that follows it.
Yeah.
And we have some answers for you.
We do. However, first we'd like to introduce our interview portion of the podcast. This month we're interviewing someone who has recently rejoined the Neopets team as Chief Brand Officer, and this person works very closely with Ivy and myself. This person has a huge hand in everything Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm. And because of that, we'd really love for her to answer a lot of your questions. So everyone, please welcome TNT Tally.
Woo!
Woo! Hey guys! So excited to be here.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun interview. Yeah, a lot of great things about Comic-Con and about you. I'm excited.
And if there's anyone who can give us answers about Comic-Con and all the questions that you guys have, it's Tally. Tally is the Chief Brand Officer of Neopets.
Heck yeah. So excited to be here. I've always kind of dreamed of being on this podcast. I know it's fairly new, but like...
You've dreamed since February.
I've dreamed since February.
Love
it. Yeah.
Well, I think this is episode 5, so it's a big one. So
yes,
we'll just get started.
Yeah, so tell us your history at TNT. How long have you been here? What is your title, etc.?
Ooh, okay. Well, I actually joined TNT in I think it was February of 2021, and I joined as the marketing manager. I know that the community is well aware that I left for about 7 months during, I think, 2022. And obviously I have now returned. So I just, I'm super happy to be here. I mean, this is where my heart is most happy and where I feel fulfilled. So I don't know. It feels right.
I love that.
And now I'm the Chief Brand Officer, whatever that means. So I'm just, I'm grooving.
You're grooving. I love that. How did you pick your TNT name, Tally?
Yes. So when I was a little Tally, I actually started playing Neopets when I was 8 years old. I was a little one, and I got into the world of like role play writing really early. I had a character, she was a white loop, and her name was Tally. And I used to role play her with my friend, among some other friends in a role play guild. Yes, I am a total nerd. I apologize in advance. There's going to be a lot of nerddom in this.
I love it.
So actually, I did want to do a little shout out because Tally wouldn't exist without her cousin Kin, Kin, and Kin was another character that I would role play Tally with in my Neopets guild, and she was like a gray loop, and I loved the person that I would role play with, who also went by Kin, and she called me Tally because we just lived in our kind of little fantasy world. It was really charming, at least looking back on it. And Kin actually was this really sweet girl who I befriended, and actually we would talk on AIM a lot. Remember AIM, guys?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I do.
I lived on it.
And she actually lived in Australia, and she was about my age, and we just became fast friends, and we were pen pals for like 8 years. So, yeah, so Kin, if you're out there and you're listening to this, hi, I miss you. Please reach out. But yeah, that's why I go by Tally, because when I happily joined the team initially, I was like, how do I pick my TNT name? Like, what an honor. And I thought there was no better really homage to how I got here than calling myself Tally.
Yeah, it felt right.
I love that. That's such a nice little callback. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you've been playing since you were 8 years old. What is your experience since then, from when you were 8 until nowadays?
I love this question. It's going to be a little bizarre, but I'll walk you through this. When I was 8 years old, I did nothing but play Neopets. I feel that. Yeah,
I totally feel that.
I was one of those kids who was just like, okay, I'm just not going to go out and socialize. I'm going to be on my computer at all times. I have pictures of myself when I was 8 years old on the computer playing Neopets. I don't know why my mom took this picture, but I treasure it, and I'll have to post it at some point when I find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. I had like this cute little bob, and I was like looking around my shoulder like, what are you doing, Mom? Don't bother me while I'm doing important stuff.
I'm busy.
But anyway, to answer your question, so there was actually an entrepreneurial, gosh, I hate saying this word. Let me try that again. Entrepreneurial aspect of Neopets that fascinated me as a kid. And I didn't know at the time that I would become a marketer. I didn't know that I'd be interested in business. It all kind of was, I'd say, like serendipity. So I got really into restocking and guilds, the stock market. Dude, let's just like pause for a moment and think about, there's a stock market in this kid's game from like the late 90s and early 2000s.
It's insane. This economy is
nuts.
just...
I remember I started playing pretty seriously when I was 9, and I remember not understanding the stock market at all. But now, obviously, now that I'm older and I understand it and I can play it, but yeah, it's crazy.
And today I've invested in Apple.
Amazing.
Yeah. But so there was like all this stuff in Neopets that was very foreign to me as a little kid, but I got really into like the shop management, the shop advertising, because that's still a big thing that you have to do to get your stuff sold. I would like peruse the trading post and be like, oh my gosh, I can get all this free sand. And then I did
Bottles of sand.
bottles of sand, and then I just wouldn't know how the market worked, so I would then go and try to sell them in my user shop for like 10K Neo points, because I was 8, guys.
Right.
But I do think it kind of, in a weird, like, roundabout way, got me super interested in entrepreneurialism / entrepreneurship, marketing, business. Like, it sparked something in my heart. It was like, wow, I really like innovation. I really like, paving a new path. So I think that this whole journey has kind of come full circle for me in a really cool way.
I love that. And I feel like a lot of the TNT members we've interviewed have similar stories like that, which is really cool.
I was just going to say that last month we interviewed TNT Stone, and they said playing as a kid was like training for their job now.
Yeah, exactly.
Which kind of reminds
so
me of what you
true.
said. Yeah.
I love it.
Cool. So as we mentioned, your job at Neopets is the Chief Brand Officer. So what does a workday in your life look like?
Other than bossing you two around.
Hey. I mean, she's
come on,
not wrong.
Shots fired.
Come on, there's a lot of truth to that.
No.
No.
So yeah, I touch basically all the Neopets products in some way. As the Chief Brand Officer, which, by the way, that's just another unique way of saying Chief Marketing Officer. I ensure consistency in the brand voice and feel. And I know that can seem kind of like, I don't know, foreign speaking, but essentially what it means. When I first joined TNT in 2021, I was just very focused on getting my hands into everything. So I wanted to do everything. I really loved working on social media. I loved the monthly newsletters. I actually started the monthly newsletters.
Okay. Slay Queen.
Slay. And then another thing I started was the Neopets TikTok, which now, Willow, you kick booty maintaining.
Yes,
does.
yes, thank you.
I love TikTok, by the way, and I love following our TikTok, and I don't know, I just, if I could get back into being more hands-on again, because I'm kind of in the more strategic role now, but I would love to start making TikToks, maybe on my weekends.
Yeah, or at Comic-Con we'll have to make some TikToks, all three of us together.
Yeah,
That would be so
The
fun.
ladies of TNT.
Yeah.
the marketing ladies. I also worked really closely with the community, with our friend Mac. Shout out to Mac.
Love Matt.
Miss them.
I know, they were great. They still are great. They're still around. But,
Yes.
we love Mac here. But yeah, in 2023, when I came back, I was actually elevated to a leadership position, which is basically why I boss y'all around every day. And I kind of get the actual deep fundamental honor of working with and managing this incredibly talented marketing and narrative team. So I don't know, shout out to you guys. Like, you are just the greatest, and I could not be more lucky working with such a kind, talented, ambitious, Neopets loving team. So yeah, just a shout out to you guys.
I mean, likewise.
thanks.
We
We
love
feel
to
the
have
same
you.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I handle the high level strategy. But yeah, at some point here, I'd love to get my hands dirty again and kind of dive back into stuff like TikTok for a moment or two.
Love it. Love
that.
Well, TikTok will be waiting for you when you're ready.
Okay, so what have you recently been working on at Neopets?
Yeah, I love this question too. I know I'm saying that to everything, but like, it's true because there's so much to say. I'm working on a lot, but my major answer to that, I guess, would be auditing our brand. which again is like, I guess another fancy way of saying like, I'm just looking at everything we do, everything we touch, how we show ourselves to the world, and saying, how can we make this better? How can we make it more authentic to the Neopets experience? I'm going to be real with you guys and our lovely listeners at home, but we have been distracted. In the past, our team has really focused on kids. And no shade to kids, but the thing is like, we're not a kids game anymore. That's the truth of it.
The kids grew up.
The kids grew up.
Here we are.
Here we are, 8-year-old Tally. And then now, like, I don't have the same interests I had then other than Neopets. So yeah, I mean, a big thing for me really is that we need to start acknowledging our audience, and they are adults. And the way this kind of manifests is, leaning into an adult voice, updating the Neopets experience for like a modern and more sophisticated world, and taking that kind of, holistic 10,000 foot view of Neopets and kind of assessing like, where do we go from here, and how do we honor the nostalgia and really all the aspects of Neopets that we love, but how do we also make it resonate with an audience that has grown up? Part of that actually is like getting into the nitty gritties of our tone and voice. Like, I've been working with Willow, as you know, kind of fine tuning how we talk and maybe getting into a new groove with social media. There's like really cool brands. I'll just call out some brands that I like that do good social media. Shout out to Fall Guys. Shout out to Among Us. I feel like that kind of cheeky, witty, self-aware, like breaking the fourth wall kind of attitude and tone is so early Neopets. Like, that was the Neopets under Adam and Donna. And honestly, like, I feel like that's the Neopets that we on the team and we as part of the community really crave. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's my
I agree with that. Yeah.
answer. But,
No, absolutely.
but yeah.
So that's kind of your vision for like the tone and the voice of Neopets in the future.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is.
What else for your hopes for the future of the Neopets brand? Like maybe like bigger picture, like for projects and like stuff you're working on and stuff like that.
Oh, you mean Funko Pops?
Seriously.
How about Funko Pops?
I would love a Funko Pop.
That'd be
know.
so great.
Me too.
An alien Aisha Funko
Ooh.
Pop.
No,
specifically.
Drakes.
How about a baby Gellert? Or a Gellert. I don't know.
Oh, here we go with the here we go with pronunciation.
I know.
Again.
I'll,
It's so hard.
I'll just say, like, I grew up calling it a Gellert, and when I joined TNT, everybody was like, "Oh, look at this Gellert," and I'm like, "But that doesn't work. That doesn't resonate." So yeah, I will continue to call it Gellert as a mispronunciation to everyone's disdain. But yeah, sorry, to really answer your question. So my job really, and I take this really seriously, my job is to advocate and do right by the brand, the community, and the team. And what does that mean? I mean, part of it is really just advocating for the Neopets.com experience. I'm going to be super real with you guys, but we need to make the game work. Let's be real. The game doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unconverted pages. There's obviously broken games, like broken mini games. It's kind of a jarring user experience. And I could tell you right now, I could literally list off like all these dreams and ambitions I have for Neopets. But the truth of the matter really is, I mean, we can have all these lofty, awesome ambitions, but none of it matters if the site is still broken. So that is our number one priority.
That's going to be great for people to hear. That's something people have been asking for years, since pretty much the death of Flash.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. And you know what? We are, like, as TNT, we're super aware of it. There's a lot of things, like, you know, I guess, like, I'm going to throw some stuff out that y'all are going to get mad about, but that's fine. Like an animated series, for instance, or like the Neopets experience on other consoles, other fancy things. Like, we've been really distracted in the past. We love these ideas. We want these things to happen. But right now, and I think no one's going to disagree with this, like, what we really need to focus on and really hone in on is our foundational product, and just really give a lot of love and time and effort to neopets.com.
I agree.
Absolutely. And, you know, as you've kind of stepped back into leadership at Neopets, I think I'm not going to speak for Ivy as well, but I think we can both agree we've kind of noticed a shift in priorities for the site and kind of what is being worked on.
Absolutely.
So I am really excited for the community to be able to see what is being worked on and how this site, we're going to be able to fix the site that we all grew up on, and now that we're all adults, and give it an adult feel. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, guys, that's my goal. That's my dream. That's what I'm working towards.
Amazing.
I'm right behind you.
Amazing. Well, I'm right behind you.
Hey. All right, we're going to swerve just a little bit. Let's start talking about San Diego Comic-Con. So, yeah, what can you tell us about the booth?
Ooh, people are going to be so excited.
I'm excited.
Let me think about what I want to share. Well, I will say this. A lot of TNT is going to be there this year, like way more than we've had in the past.
I know, that's like one of the reasons, like, I'm most excited is just to hang out with everybody.
Yeah, and some of the people we've interviewed here on Nosy Neopians will be there, so that'll be fun. People will recognize them.
Teaser, that's a good teaser.
Yeah.
I know, and it's so interesting, like, living in this kind of remote working world. It means a lot more to see our coworkers and our team members in person. So not only is it going to be super fun just to hang with the larger team, but also, like, we get to mingle with the fans. And I think that is probably the best and most exciting part of it for us.
It's so fun.
Love to talk to you guys.
It's great. There's nothing better than, like, meeting someone that I've talked to, like, on the internet in real life, you know, like people I've talked to over the Neo boards or on Discord or anything like that. And, like, people showing up at the booth and telling me their screen name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know who you are.
Oh, that's so
cool. It was so cool at New York Comic Con when people would come up and be like, "You're Ivy." I'm like, oh my gosh, hi.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
It's just really, it's a cool experience.
Another thing that I'm really excited about for the booth is, well, we have some pretty cool unannounced merch for not only for sale but for giveaway. So I don't know, like, you might even find a costumed mascot roaming the convention floor with goodies.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's absurd, but in a really delightful way. So
I am so excited for this.
Me too.
I'm not jealous of the person who's going to be wearing the costume in the San Diego heat of July. But
we'll pay them in Neo points under the table.
It'll be fun. Well, obviously, we're really excited about the booth in July, but we're also equally, if not more, excited about the Neopets Afterparty that's going to happen the Friday night of Comic-Con. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so this is where I've got to be really careful about what I say. So
okay,
I'll give you guys what I'm willing to share. How about that?
Perfect.
The Neopets Afterparty is going to be on Friday, July 21st in the evening after Comic-Con Day 1 wraps. So it's going to be really conveniently timed because we're hosting it at a big private venue that's 10 minutes walking distance from the convention center. Yeah, so that's great. So basically you can bounce from the convention and go immediately to the party, which is where everybody who's cool will be.
Yes.
Exactly.
Confirmed.
It's the cool kids club.
It is the cool kids club. And really, like, the really interesting thing about this party, not to give too much away, but there is going to be a theme, and the theme is kind of our upcoming 25th anniversary motto / reason / overarching theme. And that is, as a Neopets team, we're celebrating the past, present, and future of Neopets. So we're actually calling it the Era Party. Not to be confused with Eras, which I know Willow would be very excited about. But
and Ivy.
And Ivy.
Yes.
It's giving Taylor Swift.
We've both been to her shows.
Yeah.
Yes. We're all about it.
So we're looking to honor Neopets history. Obviously, like, the nostalgic factor is really important to our fans and ourselves, right, as the TNT. But we're also, like, leaning into the future of the brand, which, as I really alluded to earlier, includes, not only exciting developments of all of the Neopets products, but, like, especially neopets.com. With all of that in mind, our theme is going to involve a retro, futuristic vaporwave aesthetic. There's a lot to unpack there. I'm going to let you pause for a second and take in the awesomeness.
It's so great.
Retro, futuristic vaporwave aesthetic. So it's going to be a little bit of a blast from the past, and also a peek into, like, a science-y, robotic, very interesting future. So it's going to be something like an Instagrammable experience. There's going to be a lot of photo ops.
I love that.
Yeah. So a lot of photo ops, a lot of, like, really cool kind of things that you can post on social media. Plus, you get the perks of mingling with TNT, and we get the perks of hanging out with you. I think one of the coolest parts of this party is actually that there's going to be an arcade room. Love me some air hockey.
So excited.
Yeah.
I am going to I'm challenging everyone who listens to this podcast to a game
You're
of
gonna be
air hockey or whatever
on
they
air
have
hockey.
there.
That's a really good point. Maybe.
I challenge you, Willow.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
We'll vlog it for Nosy Neopians.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Let's
record.
Just flash a picture of an air hockey table on the screen so everyone can bask in the glory of what they shall experience.
Yes.
Sounds good.
In July.
Sounds good.
But the other, there's a lot of cool things, let's be real. But we're also going to have a live DJ and MC, which means there's going to be a lot of bopping tunes, as the kids say. Trust me, I'm cool, guys.
Right. So cool.
There's going to be Neopian-themed food and cocktails. So for all of our little Neopians who are over 21, there shall be some glowing, mysterious, wonderful drinks.
So excited.
That's going to be fun. I think the thing that a lot of people will be excited about are the swag bags that you get for entering the party. And they do have exclusive items, but I will warn everyone that they are in limited numbers. So come early and get your swag bags. Yeah, we've only got a certain amount. And then I know the thing that's going to be on everybody's mind is, how do I attend this party? So actually, you may have already received a message from one of us. And if you haven't, you might be receiving one in the next few days or even weeks. But we are actually reaching out to community members with VIP tickets. And that means we're actually selecting a few members of our community. And just to be real with you guys, like, we're selecting based on people who give back to the Neopets community, like people who run fan sites or have an influencer following, or really just give positive and constructive feedback, or just friendly. And so we're kind of reaching out to some people, but this does not mean that it's an exclusive event just for those people. There will be an opportunity for Neopians with boots on the ground in San Diego. You'll have an opportunity to pick up general admission tickets at the booth. And if you're not at Comic-Con, there'll be a way to pick up tickets from Willow and Ivy outside the convention center.
Yeah,
There will be.
do something fun.
I'm excited about that.
And that just don't get me started. That's going to be fun. I don't know where you're going to be hiding, but
Come find us.
that's a whole experience in itself. But yeah, the rest of the details are TBA.
Yeah, we'll be giving out more information on social media. I'm sure we'll send out an email on our email newsletter list. You guys will see it for sure.
Amazing.
Okay, so we are super excited, of course, about Comic-Con and this after party. But as far as Neopets goes in general, can you give us any sneaky peeks of things to come?
Ooh, sneaky peeks.
Sneaky peeks.
I like that. That's cute. Yeah. So I will share this kind of a fun one. One of the initiatives that I'm working on as like a branding person is kind of making our marketing strategy be more content oriented. What that means is it may manifest like as a Neopets official blog or more podcasts or YouTube videos like remember Scrappy and Gutterfoot's cooking corner? Wasn't that?
Oh,
That was
yeah,
cute.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to do more like innovative, fun, quirky stuff like that. I've even been thinking like a scripted skit series. Like, can you imagine a Neopets Saturday Night Live like with the TNT?
Oh, no.
That would be
Amazing.
an experience.
I know. The world is really our oyster. I'm just excited to start doing some new cool stuff.
Awesome. And giving Neopets and showing Neopets to a new generation and new audience members and getting everyone on the Neopia train.
Oh, 100%.
That's great. All right. Well, we are coming to an end of your interview section. We're going to ask you the question that we ask all of our interviewees, and you did kind of allude to it earlier, but what is your favorite Neopet?
My favorite Neopet is a Galert. A Galert.
Yeah, a
Galert.
Gellert. Sure,
I-
a Gellert.
I emphasize Galert. Specifically a baby Galert, which is my icon.
Okay. Right.
They're
Love me
so
some
cute.
baby
right?
Galerts.
They are cute. They're like little puppies.
As a kid, I had a baby Galert / Gellert, whatever, guys. But and she actually inspired me to get a little lab puppy, a yellow lab puppy.
Aw.
So yeah,
That's my
shout
favorite
out,
kind of
shout out to
dog.
Roxy, my old dog.
Aw.
Your
Much love to
baby.
her. Yeah, like the inside of a Tootsie Pop, the world will never know about Galert versus Gellert.
No, the world knows it. It's Gellert.
Oh, whatever.
I'm just staying out of this one. Okay, so your favorite Neopet in color, yes. And then as far as like, so it's Altador Cup season. What team are you on? Who are you rooting for?
Ooh, I mean, I would say it's a hard question, but it's not. My hometown is Meridel. My heart is Meridel. My team is
okay.
Meridel.
I didn't know this.
All right. I didn't know
Yeah.
this either.
I love it. I love it. That's where Tally lives.
I love that. I
That's
feel
good
like
to
that's
know.
not commonly talked about. I love that.
Yep. Team Meridel, we gonna win.
All right.
Tyrannia.
I mean, Team Terror Mountain, but whatever. All right. Well, I think that is all the questions that we have time for. So, Tally, thank you so much for being here. This was so fun.
Yeah, this was
Of
amazing.
course. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Like, honestly, this is the best part of my day.
Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Well, we love you and we love to hang. So,
Even when you boss us around, we love you.
right.
Just kidding.
Right.
Just kidding. All right, you all. That's pretty much the end of this episode. We really appreciate you listening in as usual, as always, I should say, actually.
Well, that was great. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We know this probably was a longer episode than usual, but big shout out to TNT Tally. She gave us a lot of really good insider information about what's going on with the Neopets brand, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, and we're super excited. I mean, this booth and this party, it's going to be so much fun. We're really looking forward to it.
I know, it's Comic-Con, and so the day this episode goes up is June 1st, which means Comic-Con is next month in July, which is nuts.
Yeah, so mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. We'll have more information, like I said earlier, going out on social media. I'm sure we'll be sending emails and posting on site about people who are local to San Diego or who can get to San Diego for Comic-Con. If you want tickets to the party, we'll definitely love to see you there. So just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, we really want everyone that's able to come to be able to be there and meet us. And we want to chat with you and have fun and
party.
Have a cocktail with you. Yeah, exactly. So it'll be a lot of fun.
For sure. And also, comment down below if you like this episode. If you have any comments or questions for Tally, I'm sure at some point we'll have her back on the show again. She's really great. We work really closely with her. And comment down below anything like that. Comment down who you would like us to see interview in future episodes. Just leave some comments down below.
Yeah, or even any ideas for we're talking about recording at Comic-Con itself and at the party. So like if you have any ideas, definitely let us know. We'd love to execute
we
them.
do. We read them all, so we will see that. Yeah, thanks again so much, you guys, for listening, and we'll see you next month.
See you next month.
Bye.
Bye.